Hey everybody, this is Chris. I just wanted to do a reading from this book right here. It's called A Gift of Positive Thinking. And I'm going to start doing a few pages a day, and just so we can discuss these important topics that are contained in this book. So bear with me, I'm still getting used to this computer stuff. So starts off, the Sanskrit word of karma is now part of the English language. Expressions such as bad karma and good karma are commonly used these days. Jokes such as your karma ran over my dogma are amusing but don't make any sense, and expose the fact that most of the native English speakers do not have much understanding of the true meaning of the word. We tend to use this term to describe a mystical fate or fortune, which is not entirely incorrect but does miss the full meaning of the subtle complexities of what karma is and how it works in our life. This book takes a look at what karma really means. Firstly, notice the original texts of Buddhism were written in Sanskrit and Pali. Karma is called Kama in Pali, the Indic language used in the canonical books of Buddhism. You will see both versions in the quotations used in this book, but they mean the same thing. The law of karma. Some people refer to the law of karma as a natural and inescapable law of the universe. While integral to Buddhist teachings, including those about compassion and wisdom, essentially karma means action, although this is a general definition. More precisely, Buddhists say that karma refers to actions that are willed or meant. That is, those that have intention behind them. However, even if we do something instinctively, without thinking about it, there is still some level of unconscious intention at work. Therefore, all of our actions can create karma. There are effects that can vary between being powerful or weak depending on different conditions and situations. Traditional Buddhist texts state that Buddhas, or people who have become enlightened, are the only ones whose actions are perfectly pure and no longer generate any karma. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of a list here, and probably going to cut it short of there. And please comment, suggest things, whatever, as I go over these topics, because I find it very interesting, and I think it's very important that people are discussing things that are beyond just everyday brainwashed modern agenda. So mental, verbal, and bodily karma. Karma has a threefold classification. Number 1, mental karma. This is created by the mind and thoughts. Number 2, verbal karma, created by speech. And bodily karma, which is number 3, is caused by physical actions. Mental karma is the most significant of the three because it gives rise to and is the origin of the other two types of karma. We think before we speak or physically do something, however briefly, and our thoughts influence what we say and do. Furthermore, two types of karmic actions are described here: ones that are positive, skillful, beneficial, and also good, and those that are negative, unskillful, harmful, and ultimately bad. Last of this video, I'm going to go into the 10 negative actions that create bad karma and the 10 positive actions that create good karma. The 10 negative actions that create bad karma are 3 physical acts of killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct, including acts such as adultery, followed by the 4 negative acts of speech: lying, saying things to harm others or cause conflict between them, using harsh language such as swearing and idle gossip, and ending with the 3 negative mental acts of covetousness, thinking ill of people, and holding wrong views such as not understanding that anger causes suffering. 10 positive acts that cause good karma. These involve first giving up all negative intentions and actions, as noted before, and then cultivating their positive opposites. The 3 physical virtues are protecting life, being generous to others, and responsible sexual behavior. The 4 positive acts of speech include being truthful, creating harmony and reconciliation among others, talking pleasantly, and having useful conversations. The 3 mental virtues are being content with what one has, being kind to others, and developing conviction that what the Buddha taught is beneficial. And actually, I'm going to go on just a little bit more because I found some really important stuff as the next little bit. Negative karma. Negative karma arises from actions that are driven by ignorance or delusion, hatred, aversion, or anger, or greed, attachment, or avarice. These are called the 3 poisons in Buddhism, and are qualities that keep us trapped in samsara, the cycle of birth and rebirth, which we only escape by reaching enlightenment. Positive karma. Positive karma arises from actions that are not rooted in ignorance, hatred, or greed. Although we could say positive karma arises from wisdom, love, and renunciation, it is traditional to describe the positive qualities as directly opposite to the 3 poisons, because this reminds us of what they are and to try to avoid them. 3 stages must occur for an action to be complete: the motivation to perform the action, the successful fulfillment of the action, and the satisfaction of completing the action. If only 2 stages are fulfilled, the karma created is less, while a completed action generates greater karmic consequences. For example, if you mistakenly squash an insect and are sorry to have killed it, the only action in itself has occurred. There was no intention or satisfaction in the act. The karmic consequences are, therefore, less than if you deliberately jumped on the insect and were happy to have successfully killed it. The law of cause and effect. Karma is also known as the law of cause and effect. This means that every action, however tiny or seemingly insignificant, creates a cause for an eventual result, which is called the fruit of the action. These consequences are complex and influenced by hundreds of little factors during our lives, and through many different lifetimes that intermingle. Because of this, we often cannot see how clearly karma operates. I'm going to end this with this quote here on the page. This is, karmic fruition may be experienced in this lifetime, in the next lifetime, or in other future lives. Thank you for listening. When we come back, we'll be going into a paragraph about karmic fruition. I may do another video later today or just in the near future. Thank you. Please let me know if you have any knowledge on any of the topics we've discussed or any interest. And let's keep it positive, please. I will probably delete anything negative because there's more than enough of that in the world, and I refuse to let people argue on these videos. This is about good things, and if you don't agree with it, just please don't watch it. It's that simple. Thank you. Take it easy.